Welcome to Flow with Allie. I'm Allie, and today you are going to get sweaty. I can almost guarantee it. The theme is being fearless. It's not about being daring or having perfect precision in your yoga postures, but just doing the next thing, the next move as best as you can and moving on. Keep trying things. Sometimes you fail, but sometimes you surprise yourself. I'll see you on the mat. We'll start in downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths to just get comfortable. Add some movement by pedaling one knee and then the other, maybe coming up high in your toes, and then find stillness. Press through all 10 fingers. Drop down onto your knees and find cat-cow. Inhale, drop the belly, gaze up, shine your heart forward. Exhale, belly button to spine, add a curve to your spine. Inhale, drop the belly, gaze up. Exhale, tuck the chin, round the spine. Keep going like this for a couple breaths. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Find a child's pose, hips over heels, fingers stretch out long in front of you. And then inhale, come back to table, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Fire hydrants. Inhale, lift the knee up, and exhale, drop it back down. Inhale to lift and exhale to bring the knee back down. This next time, keep that knee lifted at hip height, extend the toes, bring that leg all the way back, knee to nose. Inhale, stretch long, exhale, knee to nose, a couple times like this. Release back to table, other side. Fire hydrants. Inhale, lift the knee with a bent leg. Exhale, drop it down. Take a couple like this, firing up the booty. And then on the next one, straighten the leg and wrap that straight leg back. Inhale, lift up tall. Exhale, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Take this at the speed that feels good in your body today. On this next one, stretch that leg extended behind you and press back. Reset in child's pose for a breath and find another downward facing dog. Right away, float the right toes up high behind you, three-legged dog, maybe warming up the hip with some circles with a bent knee in one direction, a couple times. Finding some space and movement in the hips, this should feel good. And extend that leg long, opening up the hip, release that leg down, switching over to the left side, extend the left leg behind you, lift it up tall, and if it feels good, find those circles with your knee in one direction and then the other. Really just warming up the hips and the glutes in this three-legged dog. Inhale, stretch long, exhale, release, and come back into table. Back into that hydrant. Lift the knee and lower a couple times, lifting and lowering, and then stretching that leg around long behind you. Tuck the left toes, press through the foot, three-legged dog. Then bring knee to nose, coming forward slightly into a plank pose as we take knee to nose a couple times. On this last time, hold knee to nose, drop the right knee down to the mat, and immediately lift that left leg up into hydrants a couple times. You know where we're going now with this. And extend that left leg out to the side and back around behind you. Tuck those right toes and come straight up into three-legged dog to knee to nose a couple times. Knee to nose at your own pace. Drop down onto your knees and table for a moment, and then come into a lift the knees floating 1 inch off the mat and hold with the knees floated. Release back into hydrants a couple times, and then hold at hip height, extend the leg, wrap it around, tuck the toes, three-legged dog right side, knee to nose right leg. Drop that knee on the mat, bend the left leg in, and immediately into hydrants on the left side, up and down, and then extend the leg out to the side and around back. Tuck the right toes, lift up three-legged dog, exhale, forward knee to nose, exhale, knee to nose. Drop the left knee, both knees meet the mat, tuck the toes, knees up off the mat, hold, firing up the core, firing up those muscles. Step one foot back and then the other, flank pose. Shift forward on the toes and back. Next time, hold as you shift forward. Gaze slightly forward. Drop the knees, untuck the toes, and lower down all the way, chin to the mat. Find your belly, and then tuck the toes once again. Bend the knees as you press back, downward facing dog, for a deep breath in and a full breath out. Gaze forward. You can step or hop to the top of the mat. Allow your torso to melt forward. Inhale, long spine, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift the arms up, biceps by the ears. Exhale, bring the hands to touch at heart center. Taking a moment to center yourself. Inhale, arms up, biceps by the ears. And exhale, big swan dive down, forward fold. Halfway lift on the inhale and step or hop back to a high plank. Shift forward on the inhale, lowering halfway or all the way. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Press through the hands. Deep breath here. Look forward, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up, biceps by the ears. Exhale, hands to touch. Inhale, arms up, and exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Halfway lift on the inhale, step or hop back to a high plank, lowering down halfway or all the way. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Press through the hands. Deep breath here. Look forward, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up, biceps by the ears. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, arms come back up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back. Inhale, shift forward, flow through your vinyasa, lower down halfway or all the way. Upward facing dog or cobra. Everyone meets in downward facing dog. Look forward, step or hop. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. This time, sink your hips low. Arms come up, chair pose. And as we hold, option to come up high on the toes as you bring those elbows back and down into 90-degree angles, cactusing the arms. So as you lift your toes, you're bringing your arms down and back. Breathing here for a couple times. Option to just hold chair and release back into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or hop back. Flow through your vinyasa. Meet in down dog. Option to find child's pose if you need a little more resting in between these sequences. On an inhale, three-legged dog, right side, extend long. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend right side. Exhale, step the foot between the hand. Drop the left knee on the mat. Come into a low crescent. Inhale, lift the arms up. Option to tuck the back toes and come into a high crescent. Cactus arms, come down, bending the left knee, lunges. Cactus the arms as you bend, extend long as you lift. Breathe in and exhale, let it go. Frame the foot, step back. Everyone meet in down dog. Find your flow. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Inhale, lift the left foot. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend long. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Drop the back knee down to the mat. Take a moment here to set up. Tuck the back toes. Inhale, lift up tall, low crescent. Option to come up to a high crescent, bending the back knee down as you cactus the arms up and down, taking a couple lunges here, or just static hold if that feels better in your body today. Inhale, stretch up tall. Exhale, release, let it go. Step back into a high plank, chaturanga flow, or meet in downward facing dog. Deep breath in, tapping back in to your breath, to your intention. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sink the hips low as you swing the arms up, biceps frame the ears. Sit low in your chair pose. Step the left foot back into a high crescent lunge. Everything stays the same except your left toes find the back of the mat. Left hand slowly goes down onto the mat. Right arm goes in a circle. Big arm circle to open up the shoulder in this crescent lunge. And then inhale, stretch up tall, find some opening here. if it's possible, take that right foot and step it back into a side plank. Make any adjustments if you need to shift forward or back. You may have to adjust on your mat, but try to hold your side plank. Right hand returns to mat, plank pose, and vinyasa flow, meet in down dog. Inhale, exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, sit low, chair pose. This time, right toes step back, keeping that heel lifted. Drop the right hand to the mat. Inhale, lift the left arm up, and then make some big arm circles with the left, taking that arm back and around. Option to follow the hand with your gaze. Inhale, stretch up tall, place the weight in the right hand, and step the left foot back, side plank, and release. Flow through plank, vinyasa, or meet in downward facing dog, building heat here. Deep breath in. Exhale, step or hop, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward, grab opposite elbows, take ragdoll for a breath or two. Allow that torso to hang heavy and release. Release the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Once again, sit the hips low, find chair pose. This time, right leg comes up and over the left, wraps around. Right arm comes under the left. Eagle arms, eagle legs. If this is too much on the shoulders, take prayer arms. And while staying low in chair, unwind the right foot. Shift the torso forward as your right toes go back. Warrior 3. Inhale, lift up to standing. One-legged mountain pose. Exhale, step back. Hands come to the mat, standing splits with a Shiva squat. Exhale, bend both knees. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Squat low, extend long. And come back up. See if you can come straight through to a one-legged mountain pose. You can always take a rest and drop the foot. Setting up for dancers, grab the right foot from the inside. As you lift up tall, shift your weight forward, kicking back as you shift forward. Think lift and length as you kick your foot into your hand. And release. Rinse it out. Fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or hop back, lower down halfway or all the way. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Exhale, step or hop, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, come up to standing, straight into your chair pose. Left leg wraps around the right. Left arm wraps under the right arm. Eagle twist. Sink deep. Lift the chest up tall. Breathe here. As you unwind, shift the weight forward. Body comes into a T, warrior 3. Inhale, come up one-legged mountain pose to come down to standing splits, Shiva squat. Both legs bend, left knee comes behind the right. Inhale, extend the legs. Exhale, bend. Challenge yourself to stand up, one-legged mountain pose, straight into dancer. Grab the inside edge of the left foot and kick back into your hand as you lift up tall. Bring the torso forward. Inhale to find more length to lift up tall. Exhale, kick into your leg. Release. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, fold forward. Separate your feet a little wider than hips distance. Clasp your hands on the small of the back. Lift those arms straight up and back. When you're ready, step back. Vinyasa. We'll all meet in a downward facing dog before we repeat this flow. Take an inhale. Exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sink your hips deep. Eagle on the right. Right leg over, right arm under for a breath. And as you exhale, release back. Warrior 3. Find your balance. It's okay to wobble. That means you're being fearless. Keep going. Come up standing into extended mountain pose. Dive forward into standing splits for a breath. 1 time Shiva squat, bend both knees. Inhale, back up to standing one-legged mountain and straight into dancer's pose. Grab inside of the right foot. Extend long for just a quick breath in dancers and release. Fold forward, this time straight over to the left side. Keep going, you've got this. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, sink deep into eagle. Breathing deeply here. Sink your hips low. Left leg goes over right, left arm goes under right. Eagle twist in the legs and the arms. Sit those hips back. Unwind the leg, warrior 3. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose. And step that foot back, dive down into a standing splits, left leg lifts. Inhale, exhale, bend both knees, left knee comes behind the right, Shiva squat. Inhale to stretch, exhale, back up to standing, final push, dancer's pose. Left hand grabs the inside of the left foot. Inhale to stretch tall, exhale, go forward as you kick back. You come out of it, just get right back into it. Keep moving forward. Inhale to lift up tall. Exhale, press forward, kick back, and release. Fold forward and step back. Find your flow or meet in a downward facing dog to cool it down. It's amazing how much heat you can build in just 15 minutes. Inhale, 3-legged dog, right side. Exhale, bring that right knee to the right wrist. Set up for pigeon pose. Left toes go out to the left side. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, walk your hands out in front of you. Fold forward. Finding this deep hip release in pigeon. Allowing your torso to melt over your legs as your hips get a deep stretch. Taking a couple breaths to let go, to release. Step back, rinse it out, down dog, pedal it out a couple times. Inhale, left leg lifts, 3-legged dog. Find pigeon on the left side, left knee comes behind the left wrist, toes go out to the right side. Melting the torso over that bent leg. Release, finding the final downward facing dog of class for a breath. Exhale, step or hop forward, come straight down onto your back, hug your knees into your chest. Show yourself a lot of gratitude for being here on the mat, challenging yourself. Extend the left leg out long, keep the right knee in, one-legged happy baby. Grab the outside edge of the right foot and use your arm to pull that knee in towards your armpit, and then extend that leg long, single leg stretch. Grab with both hands behind the calf or the upper thigh. Then allow that right leg to go off to the right side for a breath or two. And then bring that leg up and over at a bend in the knee. As you cross that knee over your body, gaze comes off to the right. Recline spinal twist. Unwind, reset, give yourself a big hug. And then allow the right leg to come out long, hug that left knee, find a one-legged happy baby, grab the outside edge of the left foot. You could use your right hand to grab on. And then extend the leg long, single leg stretch, breathing here, grabbing calf or upper thigh. And allow that left leg to fall out to the side, straight. Taking a couple breaths to allow gravity to stretch your leg, and then bring that leg up and over to the right side at a bend in the knee, and your eyes go off to the left. Slowly just letting everything go. Come back to center for one final hug of gratitude, and grab outside edges of the feet, happy baby with both legs. And then straighten the legs up to the ceiling, waterfall. And on an exhale, lower the feet all the way down to the mat, Savasana. Taking the last couple breaths of class to absorb the work you did. I encourage you to stay here as long as you have to enjoy this restorative, relaxing pose. For the sake of the video, we'll end it here. Thank you so much for joining me. See you next time.